They said courage is what it takes to stand up and speak, and courage is also what it takes to sit down and listen, and I got tired of sitting.
We are so thrilled to present to you Mr. Randy Otto as Winston Churchill.
In a few moments of Randy coming out on stage, it was obvious to me that this man was something totally different.
Battlefields are the punctuation marks of history, and not just world history, your history. What battlefield are you on today?
Randy doesn't try to portray my great-grandfather. Randy absolutely embodies Winston Churchill completely.
I have nothing to offer but blood, toil, tears, and sweat. You ask, what is our aim? I can say it in one word. It is victory. Victory at all costs. Victory in spite of all terror. Victory, no matter how long and hard the road may be. For without victory, there can be no survival.
Winston Churchill once said, "The British people are unique in this respect, in that they love to be told how bad things are. Really, they love to be told the very worst." So armed with that truth and Churchill's indefatigable optimism, the British people believed and became one. Churchill's message is clear to 21st century leaders in companies and associations. Trust your people with the truth, and they will trust in your leadership.
20th century leadership principles for 21st century leaders. Have a clear vision in everything that you do, because it drives every strategy. Touch the troops. I flew over 1 million miles during the war. I visited Stalin many times, Franklin Roosevelt. I had to be face to face. You cannot lead from a bunker. You must touch the troops. Turn details into action. Action this day. And you believe it, Winston Churchill using a pointer. I like this. This is 21st century. You get to ask Winston. Well, aren't you a bright, shiny penny? How did I feel about getting voted out of office at the end of the war? Well, and why? Well, first of all, I'll tell you what my wife suggested. She said, "Winston, perhaps this is a blessing in disguise." And I retorted by saying, "If it is a blessing, it is very effectively disguised." I'm 143 years old. Not bad for 143. What do you think?
Being able to interactively question Winston Churchill during Ask Winston has been a highlight for all audiences.
When the alarm sounds, most of London goes underground. I come to the top of the building. I need to see where that night's bombing is the worst. When the all clear mercifully sounds, my car and I go to the worst of it for that evening. That is why I am here. One can't lead from a bunker. One must share in the misery of their constituents. Let us therefore brace ourselves to our duty, and so bear ourselves. The British Empire and her Commonwealth should last for 1,000 years. Men shall still say, this was their finest hour. Lady Nancy Astor, the very first female member of Parliament, tall, beautiful blonde woman, rose majestically, interrupted me, saying, "Mr. Churchill, if I were your wife, I should put poison in your tea." To which I responded as I rose meekly and abjectly, and I said, "My dear Lady Nancy, if I were your husband, I would have to drink that tea." So as you organize yourself, find those people you can trust. Eliminate duplication. I believe that it took too much energy to be recriminatory. I chose to be magnanimous. Somebody maligned me, I put my arm around them and say, "You didn't really mean to say that, did you?" Be magnanimous. There's not enough of it in this world. Ladies and gentlemen, you must have a hobby. You must get involved in the creative process. You see, I am an optimist. I simply cannot see any other way to be. The pessimist sees the difficulty in every opportunity, but the optimist sees the opportunity in every difficulty. And I have never accepted what many people have kindly said about me, that I inspired a nation. I inspired a world. Now, it was their courage, their fortitude, their backbone that brought us through. It was the race and the people dwelling round the globe that had the lion's heart. I had the luck to be called upon to give the roar. And may I remind you, never, never, never give in.